Got some good stuff to talk about, Travis. It's not going to be Conan, but it's still be a good show.
Yeah, I barely ever look at the rundown. I looked a little bit at Conan's rundown. But
well, I mean, have you been paying attention? I mean, 87's coming back. How about that?
Come on now. Come on now. Yeah, we're doing it again. That'll be fun. Get to reunite with my friends.
Do we want to wait for the intro, or should we just talk about it now? At what point did you know for sure you were coming back?
About midway through the season.
So what were you waiting on then?
You know, I think I was taking Jason Kelce's advice. I was taking the advice to take a step back because you got to let the emotions clear and you got to have a clear head. I've made decisions based off of emotions and, you know, they haven't always played out the right way. So I think taking a step back, letting the emotions settle down, the frustrations from the season. Of course I want to come back. Of course I don't want to end my career not making the playoffs and not having one of the best years and you know, definitely having a down year and all that. So I think taking a step back and like letting it kind of build and, you know, what's my desire? What's my, you know, what's my body feel like? How did I feel going into this year versus coming out of this year and where my body was at? And, you know, even letting it kind of settle, it still felt like I was hungry enough to get back at it. And, obviously there's still a little bit of that grit and that emotion that, you know, I fucking hated the way that shit ended last year. And, I want to do this. I want to make it right. You know, I don't want to get another chance in another fucking Super Bowl, man.
Yeah. I was about to say, so the addition of Kenneth Walker and Patrick Mahomes' rehabilitation had nothing to do with it?
No, I knew that Pat was going to be Pat and he's going to work his fucking tail off to get back and be at his best. I knew that was a no-brainer. I knew Coach Reed was going to make adjustments. I knew Veach is going to do his best to get the best guys in here. We've got Eric Bieniemy, one of my favorite coaches of all fucking time, coming back into the building. But outside of, I wanted to take a step back from all of that because that adds to the emotion of wanting to play again.
Sure.
You know,
Absolutely.
Those are all you list these pros and cons and all of a sudden we get all these good pieces, but where's my body at and where is my like mental, like determination, my focus, my love for the game, all of that's still there. So once I let that kind of settle and and the coaches and the Kansas City Chiefs knew all that going into the offseason. So,
well, welcome back. Let's welcome back another episode of New Heights. How about that, Trav? You want to start off?
Let's do it.
Yeah, about it.
Welcome back to New Heights, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's a Wondery show brought to you by Hill's Pet Nutrition. We are your hosts. I'm Travis Kelce. This is my big brother, Jason Kelce, out of Cleveland Heights, Ohio. Shout out to those Tigers upsetting St. Ignatius the other day, man. Shout out to the men's basketball team making it through to the regionals. We're all rooting for you, baby. Heights Tigers on the basketball side are back, baby. Shout out to J.R. Bremer, Heights alum as well, made it to the NBA. He's turned that program around, man. Believeland Heights, baby. The Tigers are back, man. But yeah, shout out to the Tigers. Shout out to the Heights, for getting past St. Ignatius, man. St. Ignatius has always been a powerhouse in all sports.
But they're not basketball. Like, this says upsetting St. Ignatius. Like, Cleveland Heights is somehow like big underdogs against St. Cleveland Heights basketball is freaking always one of the best teams in the state. What are we talking about?
Yeah, notoriously. Yeah. I mean, we're definitely known as a basketball school for sure. And Ignatius has kind of always been, you know,
Coach Capoletti.
Shout out to Coach Cap.
Come on
baby.
now, Coach Cap.
Come on, Cap.
Over 30 decades, built that program.
Yeah, he did.
Shout out to Noah Blue for fucking sinking a shot to win it, or with a dagger. I guess they won fucking like by 10 or whatever it was because they weren't the underdogs.
Nice. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube or wherever you get your podcast and follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with one S. Jason, why don't you tell the people what we have coming up this episode?
92%ers, we've got another great episode. The Big Yeti is back for year 14. My goodness. We also have some other major home renovation news, and Conan O'Brien is here.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, Bubba. Let's get into it right now with a little bit of that new news.
New
news is brought to you by American Express, and let's talk about the most important news out of the Kelce family this week. We know everybody's been waiting to hear about it. Everybody's on the edge of their seat, and we wanted to wait to break this news on the show, but reports have already started to leak out.
Yes, everybody already knows about it, man.
We got to talk about it.
Yeah.
As mentioned, the tweet that leaked out has been viewed over 24 million times. Donna Kelce is remodeling her modest Florida home. Let's give it up for Donna.
Mama.
Give it up for Mama Kelce.
Mama. I told her if she needed me to like screw some door hinges in, I could have fucking done it for her, but I guess she wants to do the whole remodel.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, modest home. Listen, Donna's changed. 9 windows and 6 doors, Mom. Really? We are that spoiled now? You got to do all your windows in that condo?
Mom, I was just there.
What's next? The golden plated toilet or the Swarovski diamond plated fucking like faucets? I don't know.
Mom, those doors seemed to work just fine when I was there last month.
What kind of doors is she installing?
I don't know. Maybe there's like a new like remote control door. You can like, you just press a button and it just opens up by itself. I don't know.
Well, congratulations, Mom.
I can't wait to see how beautiful this home looks. It was already cozy.
Which HGTV show do we think is remodeling it?
It was honestly the comments.
Oh, it's hilarious.
All time.
I mean, it's a completely absurd.
24 million. It's absolutely ridiculous. I hate to give it to them, but TMZ, you guys fucking struck gold with that one. Really got the people going.
I just really want to know what the advertisement is for. Like, what do we, it's got to be an HGTV show, right?
No chance.
There's no chance they're putting out a TMZ article unless there's some type of like advertisement of some sort tied to it.
Nothing.
No chance. All right.
I promise you. It's what happens when your mom turns into reality TV.
It's done it big time. She's on Traders, remodeling her home now.
So proud of her.
It is impressive.
She's done it with grace.
You've changed, Mom.
Don't you do that to her. Well, if you need any extra hard-working men, you got 2 of them sitting here waiting to help you out.
Yep, they're right over at the Home Depot. They're very good. I got them on speed dial. She doesn't want us replacing anything. We're going to fuck it up. She'll have to replace 9 other windows.
Why?
Because we'll install them all the wrong way. I don't know how to install a fucking window.
Put that fucker in there.
I don't think that's how you got to like
nail it down.
You got to make that thing airtight, especially the kind of window she's getting.
Yeah, we're gonna need a ruler. The old Kelce way. I learned.
Have you asked Mom about this? Have you talked to her about since this came out?
No.
I have no idea what this is. Should we ask her right now?
Yeah, let's call her. Let's see how baffled she is that anybody even knows this. How fucking good would it be if she isn't doing this at all? I bet you $1,000 it isn't HGTV.
Mom.
Yes.
We are doing the podcast right now. I'm on with Travis.
Mama!
She can't hear me.
He just said hi. We are wondering this tweet that has taken the world by storm.
It's what the heck? I know. Even TMZ, like sent me a text and said, "Can you be on? This is really funny." I'm like, it's so stupid. They probably pulled a permit because they're coming on Monday to put my windows and doors in.
Is it like an HGTV show, or is this just like a legitimate random?
No. All I'm doing is my people are coming to put in my windows on Monday.
Oh, nice. Well, at least you're not doing it yourself, Mom.
Wait, you're doing 16 windows? The article says 9.
It's because my whole apartment is all windows.
Oh my
gosh.
Windows
all the way around the mountain.
What do you replace? Are you going bulletproof? What's happening here? What are we replacing the windows as?
Are you going bulletproof is a banger.
This year, it got so cold down here. It was in the 30s. And I literally had sweat coming down the windows and pools of water in my living room because it couldn't handle it. These are cheap windows that were put in 20 years ago.
These damn Floridians, they don't know about the old Midwest windows.
And I'm like, I'm not doing this again. So I'm putting in new windows. So I called in the South and told them I wanted them to put some windows in. And this is the date. It was Monday, the 16th. And so that's next week. Yeah. They'll be here for 3 days and they're putting windows in. So that's it, period.
Well, I just wanted to say, Mom, they said modest home, and it feels like you're turning this place into a bit of a gilded palace, if I must say. So I think you've changed a little bit. I think You've had a taste of the good life, and now all of a sudden, what?
Yeah,
what?
You know me. I'm so you know I am so like logical, and it's
Mom,
like I'm doing something so that I can save money on heating and air conditioning, and to keep my windows from sweating. That's as simple as it is.
I know. We're just giving
So
we're just having fun with it too. It's amazing. It is hilarious
so
and in an awesome way.
So
we love you.
And then, you know what Disney did? Disney Parks went out there and said, they took a picture of Cinderella's castle, and they said, this is not what Mama Kelce is going to be renovating her mom's house into. And so I tweeted back and said, that's correct. This is not what I'm doing.
It's not what you're going for?
Yeah, I spend almost as much time there. But I said no.
Nice.
Well, it's not. But I consider it my second home.
Well, while they're remodeling the home, maybe Disney will let you stay in the palace as the queen that you are.
I think it's so funny. It's like, aren't there terrible things happening in the world right now?
Okay, we don't need to talk about that. I love you, Mama.
Love you, Mom.
Bye.
Travis is screaming, I love you too as well.
Oh, tell Travis I'm so happy he's going back. I'm thrilled for another year.
All right, Mom. I love you.
As long as Mom
Okay, all right,
approves,
love you
I'm
too.
doing the right
Bye-bye.
things.
Say bye to Mom.
Hi.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, can't wait to see what Mom's house looks like. All golden windows and bulletproof glass and all. Yeah.
I mean, the TMZ article got 24 million views.
Oh,
Insane.
in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Sorry.
All right, and let's get to the actual biggest news coming out. Travis is coming back for year 14. We talked about it a little bit up front.
Yeah.
Trav,
Yeah.
what? How we feeling?
Feeling good about the decision. I'm feeling excited. Been texting with a few of the guys on the team. Just, ready to get this thing fucking going, man. It's, as you know, it's not a just in-season thing. It's something that I truly believe you need an entire off season to get the body, the mind ready for training camp alone. And then training camp, you start to get that wear and tear, and like you kind of build your own armor of toughness to like get you through the season. It's a year-long thing that I'm excited to get going, and I'm excited to be around the guys when OTAs come around and to start to really mold this team, man. Get that mentality back to where it needs to be. That determination, that expectations of excellence every single day, and doing it in our own way where we show our personalities, we get this thing fucking rolling.
Dude, I'm excited to see it. I'm as a fan of my brother and as someone who loves watching you play, I can't wait to watch you play for another season. Very excited also about the Kenneth Walker signing, because that guy is a beast.
Can't wait to meet the old Super Bowl MVP. God, man, that guy's just he's unbelievable, man.
He was explosive all year round, and when Charbonnet went down, he really got the chance to be the featured guy for the most part, like up in that carry load. Because you always wonder, sometimes these explosive guys, when they get the full workload, if it's still got that pop, and it still had that pop, baby.
Come on now.
I'm not the only guy excited for you. Your teammates are all posting stuff. Patrick Mahomes posting a carousel. She's what is this alarm clock in the plane? What's that mean?
This is not a plane. It's a bow and arrow.
Typical Travis Kelce, Kansas City Chiefs celebration. Then we had Chris Jones on Twitter. We are so back. A lot of people pumped up.
Man, I'm just as excited to be joining forces with those two guys, man. And I think we all kind of had talks at the end of the season. Like I said, I was always pretty optimistic that I was coming back. There, a lot of people in the building knew that, but wanted to kind of give it some time and refocus it and let the Chiefs make some moves and figure out a lot of things first, to make us an all around better team. But then, we kind of talked about some of these things as the season ended. Like, man, how are we going to never let it get to this fucking point again? And I think we're all three, especially us three right there, being at the helm and being here the longest, and feeling like we have the most, leadership and accountability on the team in that aspect. So
no doubt.
Excited to get back in the building with my guys and get this thing cooking.
Well, we just mentioned Kenneth Walker on offense. Obviously, the offense has gotten better, it would appear, through the first short stint of free agency, but we have lost some defensive players. Trent McDuffie signs a huge contract.
There were a few guys signed some big contracts. Trent McDuffie went to the Rams. My guy Jalen Watson, Paper Cups, went to the Rams. They got two unbelievable corners and guys that are going to fucking come into work every single day. I'm happy both of those guys got paid. And then on top of that, we got Brian Cook, B. Cook over to Cincinnati. He's back home representing Cincinnati in the hometown for the Bengals. Also got paid. And obviously you're happy for these guys, but man, you hate to see them go because of how much you love playing with them and all the blood, sweat, and that you put into the off season and during the season with them. So it's tough to see these guys go elsewhere, but I'm happy these guys are making, lifetime money.
It's insane because I was thinking about this the other day. The defense has really been outstanding for the Chiefs the past 3 seasons, right? Like what Spags and that
100%.
group has been fantastic. And the backfield is completely overhauled, right? Like you obviously with Trent McDuffie leaving, now Cooks, like last year, Justin Reed leaves. Then you're, the year before that, oh my God, Titans.
Oh, you're talking about L'Jarius Sneed?
Sneed. Yep. So
Man.
Yeah, it's had a large transformation. It'll be interesting to see how they retool that area. I mean, Spags is as good as it gets. I don't know. You got to make choices, right? And offensively, we needed some more firepower. They go out and get Kenneth Walker. So gonna have to have some young guys step up.
You ain't lying, and in Spags we trust, baby. He's unbelievable. I know Dave Merritt, our DB's coach, is unbelievable at getting the guys going over there and understanding the system. He's been with them since he was in New York, and he's been with Spags since he was in New York. So they're quite the duo, and we still got some guys in that room that can play some ball now. I know they're gonna have to step up, but and become more of a every down corner, but I'm excited to see it happen, man. One being Noah Williams.
Well, there's some other free agency news as well for the Eagles. We extended Jordan Davis 3 years, $78 million, including $65 million guaranteed. I thought this was an outstanding extension. Jordan Davis really came on this last year.
Yeah, he was
very
awesome.
Strong. He had an outstanding season, was in the best shape of his career. I'm just so happy for this guy.
He seemed like a great fucking dude, man.
He's an awesome dude, but he's matured so much. He came in with this youthful, just like he's a giant kid, man. And he still has that enthusiasm and nature to him. Like he is a big kid, but now he's growing into it, right? And he's accountable. He plays and practices hard. He does everything right. And you always love whenever guys like that get rewarded. So congratulations, Jordan Davis. That is life-changing money, quite literally. Unreal. Eagles, we did lose, unfortunately, Jalen Phillips to the Panthers. Signed a 4-year, $120 million contract with 80 guaranteed. Goddamn. And then
what?
Dude, the numbers this year have been astronomical in free agency. So we're going to talk about it a couple of times because there's some other crazy numbers I also want to bring up. I think that there's a reason these numbers are getting to the level they are. One, because they're really good players, but I think people underestimate how much the salary cap is going to continue to go up in the NFL. Let's talk about, we also lost one of the exciting whites. We are now down to the exciting white on defense. Reed Blankenship is signed with the Houston Texans on a 3-year, $24.75 million deal. Congratulations to Reed. Awesome teammate and was a big part of our success since he was with the Philadelphia Eagles for 4 years. Congratulations. And here's some of these other numbers. Centers are getting fucking paid. Chargers signed Tyler Biadasz, 3 years, 30. Bills signed Connor McGovern to a 4-year, $52 million deal. But the big one everybody's talking about is Tyler Linderbaum, 3 years, $81 million. This dude's making over $25 million a year at the center position. I don't think people realize how fucking crazy high that is.
He just jumped $10 million. The market was at what, 16, 17? I think Reed's Creed got up to 18, right?
So when I left the year before Creed signed his deal at 18, I was making the most on a per year basis.
15.
It was 14 and a half. I had upside to get to 15, I think.
We're a half glass full kind of family, Jason.
There you go. And even that was pretty high. And they're starting to try and renegotiate him early. So it might even happen earlier. I don't know, man. I think this is a clear sign as any that all of these teams know the salary cap is going to be outrageous in 4 or 5 years.
And that's all we got for the This week in NFL free agency. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Last bit of new news, Jason. We got out of the house and hit TGL, man.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
How fucking awesome was that? Well, you had quite a blast. You were there, 3 days in a row?
3 days. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yep.
And to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was fascinating. The stuff that you were doing where you were going underneath, you were showing the locker rooms with the players, have at their disposal out there. Also the technology that goes into all this stuff, the recovery, the workout rooms and everything. It is a fascinating environment over there.
And that's exactly what they brought me over to do. I think a lot of times watching, on TV, you don't realize the technological,
and I'm telling you right now, I was blown away in person, seeing that place in person. Like, let alone you don't understand what you're about to say, but seeing that place in person and being in the arena is a night and day difference than watching it on TV.
For sure. On TV, it doesn't, it looks good, but when you're there in person, you really get an accurate representation for the scale of it. It's an enormous facility. That screen is gigantic.
It's huge.
The green is huge and it moves and changes, and the technology and, the innovation put into that place is just state of the art. And I had an opportunity to go down there, and show that off. And first of all, I was excited to see it because the whole golf world has been talking about this facility down there in SoFi. So I'm like, dude, I would love to go check it out, and got the chance to see how the green works going underneath that. Got a chance to hit on the simulator and got a chance to watch some of the best golfers in the world hit in front of a grandstand full of people. I will
buy
insane.
that ticket every day of the week.
100%.
I will buy that ticket to see my guy, Minwoo, absolutely ripping the fucking ball.
Dude, I got a nice little chipping lesson from Minwoo.
Yeah, what did he tell you? Because you actually looked like you actually kind of took something out of that. Yeah.
So I feel like when I'm chipping, a lot of times I try to take my hands out of it as much as I can and just make it like a pendulum, almost like you're putting type thing.
Yep.
And he was like, dude, it's making you too stiff. You got to be more you got to have a little bit of release. It's not like a full swing, but it's got to be more fluid. So he was giving me some great advice. I was taking it with one hand and kind of swinging it. Then he was just kind of getting me to release the club still, even when I'm chipping. And right away, you can see how much more feel. When my hands aren't involved at all, it's hard for me to gauge the feel of.
The New Heights studio lit up today with a moment nobody saw coming. A moment that blended pure family chaos, kid innocence, and a little bit of swift Kelce mischief. It all started when Jason Kelce sat down with his daughter Wyatt, who had only one mission on her mind: telling on her Uncle Travis. And instead of keeping the secret in the family, Jason did something absolutely wild. He dialed Aunt Taylor Swift right there on the podcast. At first, listeners thought it was a joke. But the second Taylor's voice came through the speaker, you could feel the energy shift. Wyatt gently leaned toward the mic, her little voice filled with the courage of a kid who knows she's about to drop news that changes everything. Jason hyped her up, saying, "Go ahead, tell Aunt Tay what Uncle Trav did." And that's when the studio cracked, because Wyatt spilled the kind of playful secret only kids dare to reveal. Taylor started laughing immediately, her reaction warm, surprised, and so genuine that it melted the whole room. You could hear her trying to hold back her giggles as Wyatt explained how Uncle Travis had been breaking the rules, whether it was sneaking extra snacks, teasing the girls, or ignoring Aunt Kylie's house rules during a recent visit. Travis wasn't even there, but Taylor instantly sided with the kids, joking that she would handle him later. It was the perfect mix of humor and real family connection. Jason, of course, kept stirring the pot. He made sure Taylor heard every detail, smiling like a dad who knows is watching something unforgettable unfold. The chemistry between them, Jason's big brother mischief, Taylor's playful teasing, and Wyatt's tiny but fearless personality, created one of the most wholesome and hilarious New Heights moments ever. And the best part? Fans got a unfiltered look at how close this family has become. This wasn't celebrity glam. It wasn't scripted. It was real. A dad, a daughter, an uncle, and an aunt who just happens to be one of the most famous women in the world, all sharing a laugh like any ordinary family would. By the end of the call, Taylor promised Wyatt that she'd talk to Uncle Trav, and jokingly said she'd make sure he listens next time. Jason burst out laughing, saying, "Well, Trav, you're in trouble now. Not from me, from Taylor and your niece." That one moment showed everything people love about the Kel Swift world. Warmth, humor, and a genuine bond that feels stronger every time we see it. It showed that behind the fame, behind the headlines, this is a real family, one where a little girl can pick up a microphone, call her superstar aunt, and absolutely sell her uncle out on the spot. And honestly, fans can't get enough of it.